What's up, everyone? Week 4 of our In Your Dreams series. I am so excited for this story because in kids' curriculum, just historically speaking, you hit what I call the big rock stories, which are like if you only get 50 weeks in a year or 52 weeks in a year, we have to make sure we hit certain things. Like you need to hit the creation account with kids, and to know that God created everything, and it's pretty important that you hit like the story of Noah's Ark, and that you hit Abraham, and that you hit King David, and then Jesus. We got hit Jesus a lot. So every now and then, a different curriculum, companies and stuff, they'll go, hey, we're going to throw in this other story. So we've been talking about Joseph, and again, Joseph, big rock story, really important because you have Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Joseph is how we get to Egypt, which then leads us to Moses. Again, another really important guy and story that we don't want to leave out. But today, or this weekend, which technically will be the 24th and 27th. I had to look at my calendar. We get this transitional story where Joseph is dying or has died. Okay, so Joseph lives to be 110 years old. So Joseph goes to Egypt. He becomes the dude, saves the Egyptians and people all around the region. With God allows him to interpret a dream. They save the food. Jacob dies, Joseph's dad. The brothers go, oh no, now that our dad is dead, now Joseph will enact his revenge against us. This is what's happening in Genesis chapter 50 and 51, or 50 into Exodus 1. And so he goes, oh no. And then Joseph goes, I'm not going to do that. I'm not God. I'm not going to punish you. I will let him deal with you. I promised our dad that I would take care of you. So then they live there for the rest of their lives until they die. Well, as they've done that, they have 12 sons plus everyone else that was in that family. It grows, it grows, it grows. Now there's a new Pharaoh. And the new Pharaoh doesn't know Joseph, doesn't care about Joseph, doesn't really, I don't care what you did for me. Look, there's a lot of Israelites. There are a lot of you, and if you wanted to take over us, you could. This is where the Egyptian enslavement of the Israelite people starts to take place. Is in Genesis chapter 50, Exodus chapter 1. And in this time, there is the Pharaoh tells the Israelite or Hebrew midwives, look, I'm creating a law that we're going to settle down the expansive growth that is the Israelite people. So what I want you to do is anytime an Israelite woman or Hebrew woman is giving birth, if it's a girl, let her live, and if it's a boy, kill it. And so there are these two women we're going to talk about named, I'm going to pronounce it wrong probably, Shifra and Puah. And they were these women who they refused to do this. They refused to let the boys die. And so the Pharaoh was eventually like, hey, what are you doing? And they just made up this lie. They said, hey, it turns out the Hebrew women are stronger and more efficient at giving birth than Egyptian women. So by the time we get there, the baby's already born and they've already like done the things. So we can't kill them, which leads to Pharaoh making a decree that says all the baby boys need to die, which is going to lead us into the story of Moses, where this is why Moses is put in a basket and put in the river and is found by Pharaoh's daughter in the next weeks, as we get into the story of Moses. So just know that we have this transitional story of like, how did we go from Joseph and his family being the heroes of Egypt to slaves? And we never talk about it in our kids' services. Like it just, again, you have 52 weeks. Is this the story you need to tell? I'm so glad we're telling it because it sets up. Okay, so then when God calls Moses, who again is raised in the palace, who's raised as a child of Pharaoh, essentially is, it's Pharaoh's daughter, so it's like Pharaoh's grandson. Why is all that happening? It is because there was a Pharaoh in between when Moses was there and when Joseph was there, who was threatened by the power of the Israelite and Hebrew people, and he chose to enslave them, and all this stuff takes place. So I'm very excited about it. So this, again, it's our week 4, our big idea. We can obey God above anyone else, and that's where Shifra and Puah, they said, hey, I know that Pharaoh has given us a direct law that we should let the girls live and kill the boys. And they go, we're not going to do that. We're going to obey God above anyone else. So the week you have lined up, it's normal. It's opening small group, it's closing small group, stuff in the middle. Kindergarten, it's normal. It's host, story, worship, or worship then story, followed by some small group stuff. Nothing crazy. So man, let's just have a good time. it's the last week of the In Your Dream series, and then we get to jump into something new next week. So have a great one. I will see you guys on Sunday. I'll see you on Thursday. I'll be on Thursday this week. I've been gone for 2 Thursdays in a row, but I'll be back, and I'll see you guys then. So until then, peace out.